Yo everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a review and showing you a demo of the brand new Urban Decay All Nighter Concealer, which was recently released. Now these are obviously following on from the success of the All Nighter Foundation by Urban Decay, which is a very full coverage matte foundation. I have done a review on this. I've also done a video about how I do full coverage foundation, and I will link that below because that is the foundation I used in that video. And this is also marketed as a full coverage concealer. Now my favorite concealer that I've been using for ever since it came out is the Tarte Shape Tape. So for me it was really important to understand whether or not this would be as good, or if not better, than the Tarte Shape Tape one. Now I bought this from Urban Decay in the UK, and these cost £20 each. I actually bought two of them. I bought medium dark warm and I bought medium neutral, and the reason I did that is because before the Shape Tape came out, my favourite concealer, or my holy grail concealer, was the Urban Decay Naked Skin one, and in that range I used the shade medium dark warm and medium neutral, and I knew obviously from looking that they'd done exactly the same shade names that these would be exactly the same shades in this range, and lo and behold they were. And the reason I got two different shades is the medium dark warm is a concealer which matches my skin, my actual skin color, and then medium neutral, which has obviously got a bit more beige, a bit more of a neutral undertone, is lighter, and that's what I use to illuminate my face. The one that I use the most is definitely medium neutral, and medium dark I just use just to be a bit extra sometimes, because I generally don't tend to use concealer on my face. I only use it under my eyes and to lighten the high points of my face. I've always been of the belief that if a foundation is good, it should do the job for you, so you don't have to go in and wear extra. So let me just show you what the actual box and the packaging itself looks like. So this is the box. It's just got that caged effect on it that it has on the actual packaging itself, and it just says All Nighter Waterproof Full Coverage Concealer. And then this is what it looks like itself. As you can see, is a ditto copy of the Urban Decay All Nighter Foundation. They've got the same kind of ridges that remind me of the Predator for some reason in here, so you can see the colour of it. And it's in a steel kind of plastic looking container. And then it has a very simple and straightforward doe foot applicator, making it very easy to apply to your face. So I'm sure you guys are wondering, is it as good, or if not better than the Tarte Shape Tape one? I love it. Oh my god, this is my new holy grail concealer. I cannot believe that finally, after all these months of loving the Shape Tape so much, I finally found one which is even better than that, and that is this one. This is full coverage to the max, and it does not crease under the eyes. You don't even need to set it. Well, for me, I don't need to set it. I've got normal to combination skin, so if you've got dry skin it'll be fine. If you've got oily skin, I would probably still suggest setting it anyway, but try it and see. You may not be as oily as you think you are. So let me just read what it says on the box and what their claims are. It says, this is makeup that stays up. Our waterproof concealer provides full coverage that lasts all day and all night. Cover your most scandalous flaws for a perfectly blown out effect. Our ultra pigmented formula controls shine and masks imperfections, including dark circles, for 24 hours. And the beautiful modern matte finish never looks overdone. I agree with that 100%. This one covers literally everything. It is so full coverage, but it's not full coverage like I've got the Kat Von D Lock-It concealer, which I find too thick, and it kind of crepes under the eyes and creates the illusions of lines which aren't there. It kind of suffocates your skin a bit. I don't find that happens with this at all. And let's see, it covers dark circles completely, 100%, all dark circles covered, and you only need to go in with one swipe as well. And it has a matte finish which does not look overdone completely. There is always the concern if you put a matte concealer under the eyes which hasn't got much of a dewy tone to it or finish to it, it can look very drying under the eyes. It can look very aging as well. That's why most people tend to, the older they get, tend to stay away from more matte type of makeup, because it can accentuate lines on your face and make you look older than you actually are. This one is absolutely awesome. It doesn't matter what your age is, you will absolutely love this. This is so full coverage, and I think it's amazing. It's got a very strange chemically scent to it, but it's nothing that's off-putting or anything like that. The shade range is as the shade range is. There's quite a few shades for everybody. £20 is quite pricey, but £20 I'm happy to pay for something which is as good as this. And it is 3.5 mil. 3.5 mil, whereas the Tarte Shape Tape one says it's 10 mil. So wow, there is not a lot of product in this, eh? Yeah, so for the price, unfortunately, they haven't packed a lot into this, which is unfortunate. It is something that I'll get through quite quickly, especially considering I use concealers every day. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a demo of me using both medium dark warm as well as a medium neutral. Now, they glide on quite easily, as they are quite thick, and it is quite thick in texture. You may feel that it drags slightly. Definitely the Tarte Shape Tape has a little bit more of a give to it. This one, because it is full coverage, is slightly more thick. But then as long as you make sure that you use a damp beauty blender to blend it all out, it blends beautifully, it blends softly. There's no snagging, there's no patchiness. You don't need to go in more than once. It just blends amazingly, and voila, it is all done. It is all blended out. Now, the only slight issue I just had now, you probably thought, why is it taking us so long to blend? Okay, so I don't know if you can see there's snow in my hair. It's snowing in London right now. I actually just got locked in my, where I film, in my garage. The snow had blocked the door shut with the cold, and I started to panic, and I hadn't started blending here yet, and it has started to dry on my face. So that is the reason why I have had to blend it extra. So that is something just to bear in mind for you guys. As it is quite a thick concealer, it will start to dry quite quickly because it is that thick. So you just need to remember, do not leave it on for longer than necessary, because it will start to dry and it will make it a lot more difficult to blend out. But as you can see, hopefully, it is lovely, it is smooth, it is full coverage. You literally cannot see any dark circles whatsoever. There is no creasing that happens. It starts to dry properly after a couple of minutes, but obviously I would suggest powdering it down. I just use my my NYX HD finishing powder just to set it all, so that there is no chance of anything moving around towards the end of the day. But I personally found that this doesn't even need setting if you don't want to set it. And it just looks beautiful, it looks natural, it doesn't look drying, it doesn't look crepey, it doesn't move throughout the day. It is quite transfer resistant. Not that I expect anybody to start rubbing underneath their eyes, because that will damage your under eye area anyway. So I'm just going to finish off the rest of my makeup, and I will be back in a minute to finish off the review. Okay, so I'm back. The rest of my face is done. On my lips I'm wearing Colourpop's Scrooge Ultra Matte Liquid Lipstick, which is one of my favourites. It was limited edition, so I own 100, obviously. So as you can see, my face looks completely flawless underneath my eyes, and it feels soft. There's no movement or anything like that. And just quickly, in case you didn't feel that I did a proper comparison to the Tarte Shape Tape, this one has definitely got more product than this. This one is not as thick as this one. This one is thick, however, it still works very well to blend out beautifully. It does not sit within the lines under my eyes or anything like that. It gives complete and utter full coverage, and I definitely say that I now prefer the all-nighter one to the Shape Tape one. And it's not that the Shape Tape one is bad, it's just that I find that this one creases less than this one. This one doesn't crease that much as it is, to be fair, but this one creases a lot less, if that makes sense. So that's it really. I mean, if you do love Shape Tape, by all means carry on using it, but at some point when that one runs out, definitely try this one out, because I don't think you will be disappointed. I think the only disappointing thing for me with this one is that it doesn't have enough product in it in comparison to this one. So I will use up a lot of it, but you obviously don't have to use that much product either, because of the fact that it is so full coverage. So a little bit goes a really long way. So that's it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what your thoughts are, whether or not you're going to buy it or if you've tried it already. And I hope you guys are wonderful and great, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.